Ahoy YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you all are doing well. It is time for another album review, and this time we tackle the 10th studio album by country music singer Granger Smith. This one is entitled Country Things Volume 1, the follow-up to 2017's When the Good Guys Win. Now, I need to get some things out of the way here. I need to be fair and throw out some disclaimers. Granger Smith is a hell of a man. I've seen him live 5 times, I've met him, and I saw the outpouring of support he got last year when his 3-year-old son River tragically passed away in a drowning accident, and how Granger subsequently donated his son's organs so other children would get a second chance at life, and how he raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the children's hospital that attempted to revive his son. This is a humble, honest-to-God man who is charitable, even in the face of unspeakable loss, thinking about other people. We would all do very well to be like him, and he will always have my utmost respect as a human for that. However, in the same vein that you can enjoy someone's art without necessarily endorsing their values or ideals or their ideology outside of the realm of entertainment and vice versa, my personal respect for Granger doesn't unfortunately salvage his latest album. He may not overtly bend the knee to trends too much, but you can hear it in little pockets. The biggest and most consistent problem I'm having with this record is Smith is not that great of a singer. He does the best he can with what he has, and he's pretty good live too, but his delivery can sometimes be a little boyish and even grating. Now, I can appreciate where there are some clever elements thrown into the mix. The opening title track, Country Things, makes good use of the fiddle and steel guitar combo, and the composition overall is probably the most innocent and innocuous thing I've heard all year long, albeit a little too sugary sweet. However, it's not like the idea of celebrating things associated with the country lifestyle is some sort of new phenomena. Like, to speak specifically to the lyrics, yes sir, no ma'am, like, I myself am like the quintessential preppy person, like Vineyard Vines for Christ's sakes, and one of the hallmarks of being quote-unquote preppy is etiquette and manners. Having manners is not unique to country. I remember like a year or so ago, I went to a dentist appointment and I called my dentist sir, and then he asked me if I was from the South or if I was in the military, because he wanted to know why the hell I was calling him sir. And I was like, I just have manners, and he told me I was raised right. That made me feel good. I told my dad, that made him feel good. But my point is that, like, having etiquette or whatever, like, some things are not inherently unique to being country. Like, and I'm tired of people pretending that they are. Like, and the idea of celebrating that is not some new idea. And that might segue into one of my other biggest problems with this record. For such a good old boy that lives right next door, Granger Smith sure walks into the common pitfalls that plague modern country music pretty blatantly and unwittingly. Whether it's this or Hate You Like I Love You speaking to the mix of conflicting emotions in a relationship, I'm not saying everyone is inherently required to be a good playwright. It would be unfair and wrong of me to expect that out of anyone. But this laundry list of tropes and cliches has been rated too heavily for too long. I'm looking for some originality and some personality. Thankfully, I found some in the form of Chevys, Hemis, Yodas, and Fords. Now, this song is damn good. Smith adds some personality to his vocal delivery. The vocal layering on the second chorus helps. The fun, rollicking energy on the guitar solo on the bridge of the song hits in all the right places. And if you're already keen on a sort of neo-traditional composition in the first place, this one will be right up your alley, and it provided me personally a bit of a saving grace. This song is awesome, warranted a few replays from me. I like the original presentation. But as much as I like that song, I could not get down with the rest of this album. I Kill Spiders is supposed to be this sort of touching girl dad anthem. Let me just say, you'll find more realistic and heartwarming euphemisms on a song like I Loved Her First. And that's saying something, because that song has to be the most inappropriate wedding song I've ever heard, but I'll digress. Heroes is an ode and homage to the blue-collar working class that gets up every morning to fight fires and bust ass and do their thing. Again, nothing that hasn't been done before. Smith himself has even sang passages to this effect before. Mexico is a confusing cut. If you're half the overly cynical bloke that I am, you might see some payoff in the adult contemporary pulse of this song, but there are plenty of other sultry stanzas out there to sink your teeth into, especially ones that will discard the almost so bad it's funny delivery. And that's another thing. A few portions of this record made me laugh audibly. Why? Because I couldn't take them seriously. As is certainly the case with the album's curtain call, Country and You Know It. This one marks the return of Smith's alter ego, and the reason he even has a platform today, Earl Dibbles Jr. This plays so much like a Weird Al Yankovic song, like the kind of song that Smith used to be accused of making in an attempt to mock country music. I remember when I first was introduced to this man and seeing the songs made under the name Earl Dibbles Jr., I would see comments on YouTube and stuff saying that he made this alter ego with the intention of mocking country music and making fun of it and how horrible it supposedly is. But I'm pretty sure this is serious. Again, maybe I'm too cynical. Maybe I'm driven too far into the arms of other genres to appreciate the sort of happy-go-lucky celebratory odes to the things that make us country. And again, nothing here changes my perspective on Granger as a person. He's proven himself as one of the most commendable and respectable figures out there, certainly in the realm of country music. But the tepid and lazy lyricism and the unintentional humor that this album solicited to me, especially with the vocal delivery and some of the choices that were made, it's too much to ignore. A couple of decent approaches and certainly nothing inoffensive or anything that would make you hate the guy. That's impossible. But looking at this album, it's barely longer than Rascal Flatts' 7-track EP, How They Remember You, that was put out this past summer. This album is only 1 track longer and only a few minutes longer. But that's honestly that honestly helps the album. It's honestly good that this album is as short as it is, because I don't know if I could sit through another 4 or 5 songs. I'm sorry, Granger. I love you to death, brother. You're a hell of a man. But Country Things Volume 1, that's a 1 out of 5 from me. I had to be honest and objective. Maybe with future albums we'll see a change of course. But knowing my sort of disdain for modern mainstream country music for the most part, especially in recent times, I am not that optimistic what anyone is doing. And again, to be fair to him, it's not like these are problems unique to him. I mean, these are just some of the most universal pitfalls that plague country music overall, and knowing how much I've elucidated my displeasure with those, I'm honestly not optimistic for what anyone has to bring to the table in the future. But that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this review, smack the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts below, and we'll hash it out accordingly and respectfully. Be sure to subscribe for more content of all different kinds of realms and venues. Be sure to hit the bell to get notified the next time I upload. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and we just joined Discord. The 248 network is now live on Discord. Hit me up over there, and we'll talk about music, politics, whatever you want. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time and your support. Love you to death, and we will see you soon.